The first strategy we will be covering today is called ABC. In this strategy, each letter stands for something. The A means antecedent, the B means behavior, and the C means consequence. This initialism aims to help adults understand what exactly is happening when a challenging behavior occurs. Antecedent hopes to identify what triggers are happening directly before a behavior occurs that may be causing that behavior. You can think of the antecedent as being a kind of trigger that causes the behavior. For example, you may see a camper who runs away whenever she hears a sudden loud noise. In this example, the loud noise is the antecedent. The behavior is a thing that a child does, in this case, running away. The consequence is what occurs directly after that behavior occurs. It is important to note that this does not necessarily mean punishment. It is simply an outcome that occurs because of the behavior. In our scenario, one consequence is that the child is no longer near the source of the loud noise. Another consequence could be that a counselor runs after her and awards her with individualized attention. These consequences may encourage that behavior to continue. It may help to think of ABC as a cause and effect. We understand that most behaviors, whether positive or negative, are caused by something. The antecedent is the cause of the behavior, and the behavior and consequence can both be considered the effect. Let's work through another example of ABC. You have a camper named Eli. Eli seems to be constantly distracting the other kids around him by making jokes, speaking when he should be listening, and getting up and walking over to the other campers when doing arts and crafts. You notice that before he starts doing some of these disruptive behaviors, you are often explaining an activity, so he is usually just sitting and listening to you. This means that the antecedent is downtime. You determine that one of the triggers for his challenging behavior is boredom. When he feels bored, he begins to disrupt the activity and distract his peers. One consequence of this behavior is that his friends laugh. Another is that you scold him and tell him to sit back down, thus giving him more attention. Now that you understand what is contributing to this behavior and what he's gaining from it, you can brainstorm solutions that will prevent it from happening again next time you're explaining an activity. Maybe you allow him to stand during explanations, or you give him a fidget toy to play with. This gives him another avenue to get his energy out and prevents him from getting bored in the first place. Understanding the factors that may be contributing to a child displaying challenging behaviors can help us to approach the situation more empathetically. When you see a child running away or getting angry, ask yourself why. See if you can spot something around them that may be making them feel stressed or overwhelmed that they simply do not know how to deal with. This allows you to address the cause of the behavior and prevent it from happening again, rather than just punishing them for misbehaving. You will now be provided 3 role-playing scenarios that will help you to understand and practice thinking through the ABC process. Partner up with someone and decide who will be the camper and who will be the counselor. You will trade off for each scenario so everyone gets a turn being camper and counselor. Work through each scenario provided and think carefully about what you would say to a camper who is having a hard time in that situation. Once you're done, you'll be asked to share what worked and what you might change for next time.